Thank you very much. Let me know when to start.
You have the floor, sir. You can proceed.
Okay, thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. Like I've introduced myself previously, my name is Dr. Tony. I'm a water and wastewater specialist with over 17 years experience in the industry. I have designed, I have built, I've commissioned, I've operated, I've maintained various water and wastewater treatment plants in South Africa. And today we want to present to you who we are and what solution we are offering in terms of the utilizing EPC turnkey approach for 4,000 cube per day water treatment plants that can actually improve water supplies in the municipalities. So just to go in there, like I did mention before, our company is called Osmotic Engineering Group. We refer ourselves to advisors, but we have an EPC approach where we design and build water treatment plants in South Africa. So our experience covers planning, preliminary design, concept, detailed design, procurements, construction supervision, and project management of various infrastructure. We have done extensive water infrastructure, been involved in various projects in South Africa, up to 100 megaliter per day. When I go into the reference, you will also see one of the exciting projects we did with Water, where we look into water reclamation, about 100 megaliter per day, water reclamation for water to treat wastewater to drinking water standard. Just to offer interest in the table of content, you'll see that I have put in a picture of a blue drop and green drop requirement. And the reason why we have those pictures there is to indicate that we are also our concept is in line with government regulatory requirement in terms of your blue drop and green drop, and also no drop. And we are also experts in that field, assisting municipality to improve in their blue drop scores, and also in their no drop scores, and also in their green drop scores. And that we have implemented in various municipalities in South Africa, where we are seeing them to move from 30% to up to 95%. It's part of our strategy, and we adopted that as part of our strategy to improve the system, not just to put a treatment plan, to ensure that that treatment plan can be able to improve the blue drop score of such municipality as well. So going into where we have in the past years assisted many clients with whether it is a municipal client, or whether it is a government client, or whether it is specialized consulting companies, the likes of PwC as well. We have also worked in the city of Cape Town in our energy IPP projects. We have also worked in ESCOM, where we are assisting ESCOM in their water and wastewater treatment, condition assessment. We've also worked with Water, National Treasury, DBSA. So you could see from here that we've been involved in terms of various very good projects in South Africa as well. And we are CISA registered company as well. So going further to that, just on a nutshell, like I said previously, Osmotic Engineering Group is an engineering technical advisory company with an EPC approach in projects where we provide a turnkey emergency project for our client to ensure adequate water supply in the municipality. And sometimes we don't refer ourselves as technology, but we are experts that can treat water with innovative technology to produce good drinking water. And anything that we do has been practically been done previously by us. Where we have technical advisory, project management, and engineering consulting. I'm going to move a little bit faster on that. And when we talk about PPP, SPV, we have a very good experience in that area as well, where we support IPPs, we support PPP projects in some of the African countries to achieve the end product. In Africa, our company is not just in South Africa. We have presence in Africa. We are also in Kenya, Uganda. We are in Nigeria. We are in Cameroon. We are in Ghana. We are also in Lesotho recently. Our intention is to drive the same type of approach to ensure that adequate supply of water and also assist various government institutions in terms of to nurture a project to bankability as well. Then just going further to that, of interest to mention that we are B level 1 contributor with the highest women shareholder in our company. If you look at her here, she's the biggest shareholder in our company, while we are driving women empowerment in our system to make sure that we also work in accordance to law and regulatory requirement as well. just to also start from our key projects, I think before I get into the concept, it's important to know things that we've done in the past as well. I want to start off with that before I get into the actual concept of what we are proposing for emergency water supply. In terms of our key projects, we have developed 26 megaliter per day reverse osmosis plant that was designed by us, by Stitch local municipality in Middelburg, which is under construction. I think this should be the biggest reverse osmosis plant in South Africa in the municipality. That was designed by us, and the value at that stage was 200 and something million. I think it should be even more than that in that aspect. But the project started off with refurbishments.
Can I just pause you there for a second? I'm sorry, Tony, to interrupt you.
Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt you. I just hit a very important part. I just want to understand clearly. Were you part of the feasibility study, or did you do the complete project?
From feasibility study to detailed design and implementation.
So you did implementation, groundwork,
yes.
You were on the ground, you did this whole project, this company that you are talking about, did the whole entire thing.
The whole value chain. I was actually the one that initiated the project in 2020. So I did the study in 2020, and the project was divided into 3 phases. With the phase 1 was refurbishment. It was 54 megaliter per day, valve bank water treatment plant that supplied the whole of Middelburg. So we did phase 1 refurbishment and upgrading the system from manual operation to automated operation and optimizing the filters as well to improve productivity. Then the second phase was where we built reverse osmosis plant, about 26 MLD, plus continuous backwash filter of 20 MLD as well. Then the last phase is actually where we're upgrading the pump station to actually supply, automizing the pump station. We are refurbishing the whole pump station and automizing it, and also looking into a water softening process to stabilize the water that's been supplied to the community. So it was a full project that we implemented here.
Just another follow-up question there. You said the project was started in 2020 and it's now been 4 going on 5 years. Has the project been completed?
The project is in the last phase of the project now.
So it was breaking down.
Sorry?
It wasn't completed on time.
No, the project was started in 2020. We did a feasibility study. So the way it was planned, because of financial years and because of budget, it was planned in such a way that every year you implement a certain budget. So in 2022 financial year, we implemented the phase 1 of the project. Then you submit again for RBIC to get more money. And then the next financial year, we started implementing the RO plant. Then the next I think that was last year, we initiated the last phase of the project.
So you're on phase 3, which hasn't been completed yet.
Yeah, phase 3 is phase 3 now is under implementation now. Yeah.
Right. No, thank you. I just wanted to clarify on that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. No, thanks. Thanks for that. Then also in the same municipality, we are involved in the whole municipal water and wastewater infrastructure. So we did the whole wastewater assessment. We did the whole water treatment plant assessment, also helping municipality in terms of application of MIG funding and RP funding to implement those projects in a phased approach as well. Some of this has not started. Some of them we are anticipating this financial year, or the wastewater treatment plant refurbishment and upgrade is going to start in this financial year as well. And then also in Modimolle local municipality, we are also, I think in 2023, we did a study looking into the entire water scheme, the same approach as well. We have phase 1, phase 2, where we are actually implementing phase 1, which is refurbishment of the whole infrastructure. And phase 2 will be where we're looking into an upgrade and water augmentation, where we're going to treat borehole water into a technology and supply that water to municipalities to augment water supply in Modimolle local municipality. And that's also the fee of the project that was broken down into various phases of what we need to do there. Then in ESCOM, we've been to ESCOM 3 plant, where we're assisting ESCOM in terms of looking into condition assessment of all their water and wastewater infrastructure in ESCOM. I think the project is ongoing on a yearly basis for us as well. This is one of the plants of ESCOM that we visited as well. Then we were also involved in Broom Water project when initially started. I think it was an intervention project by government, where we was part of the PMO to support in terms of water refurbishment of all the wastewater treatment plants in Broom Water. Then in Cameroon, we are also involved in project management of the water scheme in Yaoundé in Cameroon, where we are assisting calm water, it's more like a run water in Cameroon to supervise or the ongoing water project that was done by, but was funded by French Bank. And also in run water, like I said, we also did the whole of wastewater treatment plant here from Sibokem wastewater treatment plant. We undertook a study that actually take this sewer into highly quality water that was supplied to Sassoy for industrial use. And that project has been approved by National Treasury, and we are hoping that this year or next year it will go out in a tender for implementation as well. Just on a note of our strength, the reason why I want to take my time to go through so you can actually see our strength. We are not just supplying technology. We do a proper engineering assessment to understand the need, and we bring in our emergency solution, not just to make money. Anything that we do is to add value to municipality, to make sure that when we leave the site, there's adequate water supply, and also we can assist municipality in terms of improving on the existing infrastructure, and also training the skills to make sure they have the right skill to be able to operate and maintain the system so that we can be able to improve their green drop or blue drop status. So just go in detail of how we execute our project. Our team of engineers, which consists of process, mechanical, electrical, we go to site and do a proper analysis of the system to better understand how to provide a solution to the client. What I say emergency solution, there's still need for our engineer to be on site to assess the current infrastructure and see how we can integrate the emergency system into the current infrastructure. This is one of the plants that we visited. The plant was dead. We assisted our client to revamp the plant, refurbish the plant, get the plant back to operation, to also operate while we are looking for emergency water scheme for the client as well. So this is one of the assessments that we undertook. I just took some of the pictures, not all of them, so I can show you. If you go to this plant now, everything was changed. This is old infrastructure. We automatically redesigned the whole plant, put a new technology, put a SCADA system because the plant is running on manual. This plant right now is going to have the administration room. It's going to run on SCADA to be able to operate the system, automate the system. So everything here, the bricks work we are seeing here, the plant was built on bricks. Everything was plastered, and we put a very good lining to make sure there's no underground water infiltration as well. So this was properly done by, if you look at the plant and the civil structures, everything was repaired by us as well, while we are assisting the client on emergency solution. Just to show you the things that we do, if you look at the filter has never been refurbished. So we clean up the filter, refurbish the filter, to keep on supplying water, while we are focusing on supply of the package plant. This is the borehole pump station and the reservoir. Like you see that there has been a new tank that will receive the borehole, where we're going to connect our treatment plant to supply water to the community. So in terms of our projecting, this is myself. Like I did mention, with 17 years experience, I am more practical person. I'm not like a researcher in the university. I am more practical in the field, where I get involved in projects to ensure the project's been completed. I've got Mpo, is our electrical engineer. These are the key things that will be involved in the project. And I've got Linesh, also our civil engineer, that will be involved in the project. In our project, I've got Everest Ngwenye, so a mechanical engineer that's also involved in our project. I've got Michelle, the electrical engineer and also stroke asset manager, that get involved in the project to assist in terms of asset management, because we've seen asset management as a key thing. When we assist the municipality, we start advising them on asset. How do they improve their maintenance plan through a proper asset management? We have Dr. Frank, which is also our CEO. Sometimes he comes in to assist if the project is very difficult, to bring in the technical service in terms of project management. Just to run it off in terms of what we are proposing. So we are designing system. We are designers. We have designed so many infrastructure, whether it's an acid mine, drainage water. I think we just finished up a package plant design for CSIR, where we design a special type of acid mine package plant that can treat acid mine water to drinking water standard. The technology is a patent of CSIR. We've also been involved in so many technology. Every time we are looking for innovative ways of doing things, whether it's a wastewater treatment package plant or whether it's a water treatment package plant. The current design we are building now is a decentralized anaerobic digester, where we are hoping that can move from one system to another system to assist. I mean, most of the package plants, instead of using your solar system, we are looking for other options of utilizing a decentralized anaerobic digester that can support the operation of water treatment plant in South Africa. That's the current project we are working on at the moment. But let me introduce you to this project. where we have also involved in the project. This is what we are proposing. It's a special type of water treatment plant that actually very innovative as well, which we normally focus at this moment in borehole emergency water. You could see on here, this is just a 4 megaliter plant, but it's going to be in a only 40 feet container. The square, if you want to build this in a civil structure, you need a larger space. If you want to build it an RO plant, you need a bigger space for that. An RO plant is very expensive in terms of your operational maintenance of that, because it thinks about the chemical use in the RO system. You think about the membrane. If you mess up the membrane in an RO plant, then it's a problem. But this is a system that has the capability to remove your iron and manganese and your turbidity in water because it utilizes a special type of media that categorize those metals from water. So we have used that media. We've also installed this media in South Africa as well, and it's working very well. So we've used that media to design a system that can treat your borehole water into drinking water standard. Just a short video clip of our concept, what we are proposing to our client, just for you to see. It's a simple system. It doesn't have a lot of, the only chemical consumption here is your chlorine system. And also when you activate the system, but it's not a system that uses too much of chemical plants, and there's no chemical in that use. It's only your chlorine system that you chlorinate the water, and that's all. And you could see that the cost of chemical is very, very low. In terms of labor cost, it doesn't have a lot of labor costs. You don't need, because the plant is also going to be fully automated as well. Plant is a minimal operational, minimal labor, minimal people, minimal maintenance. This is just a filter. But the only difference this type of filter is that this filter has been designed and has the capability not just to remove your turbidity from water, it has the capability to remove your iron, manganese, arsenic, and also turbidity from water. Your normal filter cannot be able to behave in that manner. But this type of catalyst-based media has the ability to do that, and it's been implemented in 2 municipalities in South Africa, using that to refurbish the filter to be able to improve water supply and also reduce chemical consumption. Our intention of this plant is to be able to reduce your chemical consumption. If you can reduce chemical as much as possible to treat water, that is excellent. Addition of chemicals in water is also a problem as well. If you overdose your water, then you're causing more problem. So what we are looking into innovative ways of treating water without adding too much chemical. You are reducing your operational costs. At the same time, you are improving the lives of the people that also drinking the water. So going forward into the type of special media that we use in our system, like we said, it's a lowest cost, it's a catalyst-based type of media that has the capability to oxidize metal. It's like, if you're into water treatment, you understand what I mean by oxidizing metals. One of the ways of removing metals from water is through oxidation. You can oxidize the metals, you break the metals from different valencies, and in that case, you could be able to take them out of the water. And that is what the media is able to achieve as well. Like I said, this one will also install the middle belt, where we also tested it, a bigger filter in a bigger scale, remove all the silica sand, we replace that with this type of media, and the quality of water that comes out of the system is excellent, because it is designed, it's not like a silica sand that you don't have a proper design. It's designed at a particular shape, particular diameter. It's very effective in terms of water treatment, and it can be used in borehole water for emergency water supply without using too much of chemical. This is some of the setup that you can see in the container system, where the system can be containerized. And here it can remove your iron and manganese to less than 0.01 milligrams per liter, and your turbidity to be less than 1. And very, very effective in terms of water treatment. And one of the things that we look at here, there's no regeneration required. There's no wide operational environment. The long life of the system, the media lasts up to 10 years before you think about replacement. There's no chemical use in the media, and there's no blockage in the media, and also it's very effective in terms of turbidity removal, and the operation is very, very easy to operate. Then going into the timeline, what we are looking into the project, because it's called emergency system, our intention is we still follow all the emergency requirements. Our intention is to say that, every project should be at least 6 months of emergency. That's what we normally say in emergency project, to say within 6 months, the plant must run. Within 6 months, bottom of the supply to the community. We don't want to be up to 1 year. Within 6 months, it's fabricated, bring the container on site, connect to the system, and supply water to the community. And here, I want to stop here, unless if there's any further question for me to go further in terms of the budget requirement. But I want to stop here for now. But if you want me to proceed, then I can proceed to that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. That's very kind of you, sir. Any questions from anyone?
I want to say I'm very impressed, and can we please get a company profile from you? I would love to present this to the municipalities we are working with, and I think there's definitely a way forward for us to work with. It says Osmosis or Osmotic. What is the company?
Osmotic.
Osmotic.
Osmotic Engineering Group. Yeah.
Yes. So if I could have a company profile of that, I'm very happy with what I heard today. I don't have any questions right now, but I will definitely have questions moving forward.
Okay.
With that company profile, I just like that little indicated that letter that would allow the municipal manager to sign, giving you authority to proceed. Funding. Many of the municipalities we deal with don't have funds. Have you any funding, any sources of funding that would allow you to proceed without the municipality paying?
We don't have any. I'll be honest. What we do in a municipality that we approach is to assist them to do a high-level assessment, and we help them to submit MIG and WSIG funding. So we don't have funding. We try as much as possible to depend on government funding grants that are available to implement projects. Yeah.
Okay, so the municipality needs to find funding, or we need to find someone who's got funding in order to proceed. But let's get the municipality to sign up first. Once they sign up, we can worry about the funding thereafter.
Okay.
Any other questions from anyone?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how's it, guys? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir. You have the floor. Please proceed.
Thank you. My apologies, man. I left my phone in someone's car. I just got it now. From what I've heard, I think I'm pretty caught up. I think the key thing from following up on Barry's question now is I'm interested to find out, do you guys have any sort of model for a revenue model that's baked into your systems that you give to your clients to go, well, this is how we recommend, or are you guys just solely focused on setting up the infrastructure and then municipality figures out its own sort of revenue model around the servers?
We can provide that as, I don't know if you want me to answer.
Yes, please.
Okay, we can provide that as advisory services. Like I said initially, the purpose here is on the infrastructure, but if there's any other things we can provide in terms of advisory service or on looking into the billing system, because we also have the capacity of looking into the billing system, looking into non-revenue water management to advise municipalities of water losses in the network as well, and how they can improve the system in terms of revenue collection system. We can look at that as a advisory service that we can offer to you from asset management point of view. We can be able to assist that here.
Okay, great. Because I think if we, for the most part, a model that's paired with a way of somehow recouping some funds will then open up doors to other different funders outside of your government grant funding. But I think for us to get to that point, there needs to be a way for us to show a funder that, listen, there's not maybe not a full ROI, but there's at least a way to maintain and sustain this infrastructure from a business, from a revenue generating perspective. So just a bit of insight from our side. Every solution we look out for, because we operate as our own municipality, we have to create sustainable models. So if we going to bring in water treatment for the 32 villages, we need to have a structure that is going to maintain that infrastructure internally. Hence why I'm asking about, do you guys have a preset revenue model, or are you open to saying, okay, let's sit down, let's figure out how do we put water, because right now we have boreholes. Every household has its own individual borehole. So you would also need to then convert those people who currently aren't paying for their water across the 32 villages, which is, I think there's 350,000 people. So we would need to think around that. That being said, though, to Barry's point, of our speed is a lot easier, so we can get it signed off probably this week. Hence why the main thing from our point will be, how do we make this thing sustainable in our area? Yeah,
Very good.
thanks.
Very good points. Thank you very much. Anyone else got any questions or comments?
From my side, it's actually, I know the company very well. As you can see on the group, I've already been shared some of their profile, including their energy space and so on. We've been engaging for quite some time. So when you said a meeting, I didn't know you're talking about them. Yeah, no. What they have done is very impressive. Except that, yes, I know Doctor, you mentioned that there are no chemicals involved except chlorine. You said at the lower rate. I know that chlorine can be very harsh, but unfortunately, is what is still used in the industry. There are alternatives, but that if it was in my previous life, I was going to definitely recommend it. But now, because of the issues, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, no, the company is I'm very comfortable with it from my side. I know them very well. Hence, I said, even beyond just the water side, the energy, the telecom side, and so on. I know that they are not financing. That has been the issue all along that I've been engaging with them. They're not financing their projects. Because they say they want surety. That has always been the stance. And I was hoping, Doctor, this time around will be saying now they've got established relationship with the funders. But having this meeting with us now, I see a lot of synergies where now you'll be able to say you have funders now moving forth after we finalize our agreements, because then Barry here has got deep pockets. So, and the funders, so we can be able to have a good relationship. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop the recording, and then we're going to continue to discuss, because I'd love to just finish off now so that we can put this on YouTube for anyone else to watch who wasn't able to attend today. Thank you very much, sir. Stand by for us.